Hey everyone, it's Kimmy. I am Mama on a Mission, and I am going to bring you along with me on this wonderful Monday to do my shipping. Now, I have to do this pretty quick. If you stopped in my Whatnot show this morning, thank you so much. I'm going to be doing a video on that probably later today when I get home. But I had my first Whatnot show this morning. I've been running around. My kids have registration, and I need to get my packages out ASAP. So this is going to be a quick shipping, ship with me, what sold video for the weekend. Now, what I will say is that my sales have been not great. I was just looking at my 7-day sales numbers, and they're not great. Now, as I'm always telling you guys, not long ago, I was so excited about how great they were doing. I mean, talk about like a tug of the heart. Reselling is not for the faint of heart, because in my experience, I've been, even when I'm consistent with all the things I'm supposed to do, putting up quality items, in my opinion, for some reason, you can still have bad days. So if that's you, and sometimes it really is frustrating, it makes you want to quit. And I have other reseller friends. I mean, you guys are my reseller friends that I talk about, some of the frustrations sometimes of reselling, even when you do all the things you're supposed to do. And sometimes it just doesn't go the way that you want to. I'm feeling a little defeated sometimes. These aren't terrible numbers for the weekend, but they are worse than what I'm used to. Usually, Mondays, I'm shipping out at least 10 items. That's on the low end. I have many Mondays where I'm shipping 15, 20, even more than 20 items from the weekend. This weekend, I have 8 orders to ship out right now. And like I said, I'm going to do this pretty quickly. I'll show you some good sales. I have some great brands to show you some exciting sales. But 8, that's really not great for me. 8, it's not great. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if you feel frustrated some days, let me just tell you, there are absolutely days where I feel defeated. And luckily I do have friends, both online friends, which I'm so happy to have and be connecting with so many of you guys over the last 6 months of my YouTube channel, but also some local friends, like my mom, even my husband. I've been a reseller for 14 years. They know the struggles, they know the roller coaster. And luckily my sisters have been resellers at different times, or, helped resell, or all these different things. So I have a support system, and that's really important to have. Hot Mess Express check. So today I'm just feeling not so great. I feel like I just want to go to bed. Do you have days like that? Nah, life, I'm good today. I'm just going to go to bed. Anyways, let's get this shipping done so I can get out the door, because there's just so many things going on right now. My girlfriend always says, winter, especially in Wisconsin, is where we heal ourselves, and you kind of go into hibernation sometimes. And now I'm really starting to feel that maybe sometimes in winter you really just need to maybe go to bed early, let your body kind of restore itself, heal itself from, this summer has been very busy for me, and for most of you guys. You guys tell me all the time you're going to 1 million estate sales. You have kids in sports as well. You're taking care of parents or a loved one, or all these things. Sometimes when the sun goes down early in the winter, we should just really embrace that. So here we go. My 2-day weekend sales. We're going to ship them out right here. Boom, boom, boom. Some really great sales though. Just not the quantity that I'm used to. eBay, I did $188.99, and that's 6 sales. And Poshmark, I did $51 in sales, and that was two decent sales, for a total of $239.99 for the weekend. So that still meets my goal. My goal as a part-time reseller here is $100 per day in sales. So I'm still hitting that. Let's just get this out. I'm just not, I don't know. Sometimes I'm harder on myself than I probably should be. Maybe because the stress of life sometimes is a lot, and we're wanting to do more, and we just feel like we can't get there. I don't know. I'm feeling it today. This is a very lovely cashmere sweater. Cashmere with silk, Jennifer Tyler. I love selling good material items. It's a gray, it's a wrap sweater. This sold for $23 plus shipping. I have already been shipping and selling sweaters now for a few weeks. So don't be afraid, even though it's 92 degrees outside, to get your cashmere up, get your sweaters up, your layering pieces, your dark colors. Get them up. They're already going out of my closet. Now that brand I really didn't know, Jennifer Tyler, but the cashmere and silk wrap sweater is absolutely what helped sell that. Do you know that brand, Jennifer Tyler? You guys check in. How is your, I don't want to say mental health, because like I'm okay, but are you feeling stressed lately? I need to go get myself like an ice cream and just maybe sit like at a beach and just like eat my ice cream by myself. You have hit days like that? I don't know. Ooh, take a deep breath. Okay. This sweater is 8 ounces. Going out to Minnesota. Very nice. This is a really pretty piece. $23 for a sweater, especially like a cashmere or silk blend, but not with the additional factor of a really good brand. Like if this was Eileen Fisher or something, I would expect a little bit more. 23 plus ship is a great selling point, and I think a good value for my customer. And that's going to cost $4.69. Check in with me. I need to know how are you all doing? I can't wait to listen to or read the comments later and connect with you all. I'm just gonna lay in my bed with a bowl of ice cream and read all of your awesome comments, because I love checking in with you guys and seeing how you are doing too. Doesn't that sound wonderful? I don't know. Bowl of ice cream in bed, maybe my favorite show on the TV. I like it. Let's see what else I got going on here. This is a really pretty piece. And this is Maurice's. Now this is, you know, I've said before, Maurice's doesn't sell for a ton, but in plus size and like boho peasant, look at how pretty this is. Boho peasant style. This has a baby doll V-neck cut. You're going to get between $15 and $20. So don't pay a lot. The only reason to really pick up Maurice's pieces is knowing that your sell-through might be a little bit slower, and the dollar amount that you sell them for is going to be very, very much lower bread and butter items. $15 is what this sold for plus shipping, which is right where I would expect this type of item to be. Plus size, 2X, fall wrap, floral peasant boho top. I love wearing Maurice's. This is a torrid dress, but I will say I love Maurice's items. So $15 plus shipping. That's just a lower end bread and butter for me. It is going out to Hollister, California. 9 ounces. So California usually does cost me a little more. Since it was only 9 ounces, it was $5.83. How many packages do you guys have out? I don't know. Like 2 weekends ago, I was telling you guys I had a fantastic weekend. Do you remember? Like if you go back 2 Ship With Me videos, I sold like, gosh, $500 in a weekend. Like it was really, really good. Like it was almost my record. $591. This was 2 weekends ago. I sold $591. And here I am 2 weekends later, and I'm just doing okay. That's almost $600 in a weekend. Like that was insane awesome. So I guess even with myself, it's a good reminder to keep my expectations, and reselling really is sometimes a struggle of consistency, even when you might not see the fruits of your labor, when you're not seeing them. Because, I I don't want to sound, I sound ungrateful today. Am I crabby? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Maybe I'm overstimulated from my whatnot this morning. I'm sorry. I don't know if I even want to post this. Maybe I'm overstimulated. I'm not ungrateful. I did over $200 in sales in the weekend, and that's fantastic. This is a great brand. I've sold it before. It's vintage. B-I-L-A. This is a rayon dress. Vintage 90s maxi dress, size large. Earthy, boho, artsy. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I remember showing you guys this. I found this at the bins. Look at the design of this. To think this could have ended up in a landfill somewhere just breaks my heart. Look at this. Stunning. Just beautiful details. Artsy, boho. This sold for $27 plus shipping. And I have sold this vintage B-I-L-A. I don't think that's short for Billabong. Sometimes, I guess Billabong is 2 L's. This is just one. Okay. Sometimes they do Billabong stuff with a short of just Billa. I don't think that's this. Very earthy boho dress. I just love this. So I paid $1 for this dress, and it sold for $27 plus shipping. That's a great, that's a very solid bread and butter, getting into like where I always want to be. If you sell an item at $27, minus your shipping, or minus your fees, that's about $6, plus my cost of goods, which was $1. So if you take an item you bought for $1, sell it for $27 on eBay, you're making about $20 on an item you paid $1 for. And I think that's great. I also think this is vintage in a very unique style. And it's still a great value for my customer. Anything vintage. They don't make a lot of these types of designs anymore. It's going down to Georgia. 11 ounces down to Georgia is $5.51. Now this weighs more than that last package, but since it's going to Georgia, it cost less. That other one was going to California. Can I just apologize? I don't like sending any of those types of vibes out in the universe, but you know what? I'm human, right? Sometimes we just need a big bowl of ice cream and to lay in bed an extra hour. Do you guys ever do you have those moments? So some great sales, very solid, like bread and butter items I talk to you guys about all the times. Here is another very solid bread and butter. We'll get this out quick. It's Torrid. This was a 1X, which my 1X Torrid does usually sell a little bit lower or slower. My higher size Torrid does better. This sold for $15 plus shipping. So again, especially with your Torrid and stuff, don't pay more than $1 or $2 unless, your business model is your business model. You can do whatever you want. But I normally don't pay up much more than that for it unless it's like a new tags or a substantial piece. Really high size, or like a full maxi length dress, a coat, things like that. Just solid bread and butter Torrid here. It is going to Oklahoma, 7 ounces, and it's going to cost $4.74 to get it out to Oklahoma. Racing through this here. Yeah, I got to be under 20 minutes, and then I will be running upstairs to run my kids to 3 different places. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to make dinner. I might order some Domino's. 2 or 3 pizzas, and away we go. Last week, I think I made a meal every day last week. Homemade, good meal. We were talking about it in the comments, all the different things, taco salads, and what we were making for dinner, sharing some ideas, because, after you make 200 meals in your life, 500 meals, some of y'all, I've only been at it for about 15 years making homemade meals. Later in life, it's, you get tired of trying to figure out what you're making for dinner. Look at this. This is the brand Current Air. I remember showing you this. I bought this at a regular Goodwill for $6.99. I loved the style. Very, very pretty dress. Current Air LA. This is Anthropologie. Women's size medium. Boho paisley. See that print? Man. Love that print. This was a great sale. So even though I paid up a little at $6.99, this sold for $38.97 plus shipping. So that is a great sale. You make about $24 on this dress. Paying up a little bit at a regular Goodwill. Love the style. Boho floral paisley print type of girl. Just a couple more here. Actually, still a good one or two sales. So Current Air Anthropologie, 10 ounces, going out to Virginia. Good variety of locations today. $5.51. What are you guys doing for dinner? We always talk food on this channel, especially on the Ship With Me's when I'm a little more chatty and less focused. I'm a little more, I'm always scattered, but just kind of talk about things in life and what I have going on and connecting, trying to connect with you guys because I love hearing from you. Yeah, might be a pizza night. Sometimes I'll do like, I know this just like sounds bad, but my son loves KFC, like the extra crispy, like chicken legs, chicken, and they're athletes, so if I can get them to eat a bunch of chicken, it's really good for them, even though it's fried. Plus minus, I guess. Sometimes on a lazy night when I'm just feeling a little like I don't want to make a dinner every day of the week, I will do that. If you don't have the KFC app, they send me all kinds of deals. One night I got all this, I used a coupon and then there was like a free bucket of chicken and it was only like $38, which for having someone else make you dinner and for the amount of food we need to feed 2 teenagers and my construction working husband and myself, fluffy Sasquatch here, that's not bad. A lot of my homemade meals now, I used to be able to make homemade meals for $10, 10 years ago, like before all this crazy inflation and stuff happened, at least 5 years ago. Now my budget is like $20, $22. Like if you talk about meat for a family of 4 with 2 teen athletes, 2 teens in general, you have to get 2 to 3 pounds of meat to feed them. My boys, they eat a lot. My son is 6'3". Like we have to have a lot of food. I better sell some more clothes. Here is a fun vintage. So this is Speedo, and I've always done pretty well with Speedo. This is a vintage tag. You can kind of tell by the style. And it was still new without tags, like dead stock. This is like a 90s muscle tee. Something you'd wear to the gym, to the beach, you know, maybe in like Soho, California, something like that. Is it Soho, California? You know, just like a really nice beachy, I put sleeveless muscle shirt, activewear, retro, black size medium. And it's going out to Egg Harbor, New Jersey. So yeah, if I can get someone else to make me dinner and still be able to feed my kids as much food as they need, don't judge me on the KFC, okay? Chicken, but the friedness obviously isn't the best, but oh well. You win some, you lose some. And some days, just getting up and doing the things you're gonna do and accomplish them, it's enough, right? Life is hard. Don't be too hard on yourself. Maybe I need to say that to myself a little bit today. Speedo. So this sold for $23 plus shipping. So that's a great sale on a vintage Speedo muscle shirt, new without tag. It's only 5 ounces, so it's going to cost $4.74. Now you see this item here? You have any, not just Brewers fan, you guys know I'm a Wisconsin girl, so I'm a Brewers fan. But anybody into the late season baseball here? It's getting later in the season, not super like It's not done yet, but I'm from Wisconsin, and the Brewers are going crazy right now. They're doing really well. They just broke a record for the most win streak, like I think in history. It was 12 or 13 games. Pretty awesome. So this is a new without tag, size extra, extra large Brewers. I was not surprised when I got the notification for this. Really nice Fanatics quarter zip Brewers shirt. You know, sometimes if you do know, if you're into sports stuff, or if you are in an area, right, like if you know there's Dallas Cowboys fans everywhere, and you know a team is doing really well, you almost can kind of gauge that their sport might do well. Or especially once you get to playoffs and you see who's in the playoffs, who gets to the World Series, and especially, of course, who wins the Super Bowl. The next month, people are buying, or during that month, are buying that team. And the Brewers are doing really, really well, breaking records, and it's really no surprise that this sold. Brewers 2XL. This sold on Poshmark for $18 plus ship, which is just okay. It's actually going to Wisconsin, so that's funny. I could probably just drive this there. It's a Wisconsin address. So I made about $10 off of this. And hopefully they'll get it in like a day or two if they're going to a game soon. Maybe late August to September. I hope they have a lot of fun, and that honestly was a good value. If you have ever been to a stadium to see, honestly, any type of teams, games, like, you guys tell me where are you at? What are your favorite teams? We're a split family because my husband is, his family grew up in Illinois. He grew up in Wisconsin, but our family split. We're Wisconsin Bears, Cubs, Brewers, like everything is split. What are your guys' favorite teams? Do we have any other split families? So like when the Brewers and the Cubs play each other, we have to get like, you know, Packers, you know, Bears still suck. Like we're halvesies. It's myself and my son, and then my husband and my other son. We're both completely split. Now this is the last of the packed dresses I had. In a haul video, maybe a month ago, I will say, I found 3 packed dresses at a half off sale. So it sat in the store for 3 to 4 weeks, assuming they rotate a color every week. And I bought these all for $4. The first 2 flew off the shelf within like a week and a half. This sold for $33 plus shipping, packed, PACT, 100% organic cotton, midi length dress. So $33 plus shipping after fees and my cost of goods, which I bought all of these dresses for $4 a piece. I make $22.40 off of this dress. And all the other ones sold right around $30 in the last month. It took a month to sell all of them. So I guess the best tip, if you made it to the end here, because I'm about done and I'm going to run out the door, is if you find packed, PACT, organic dresses, you can pretty solidly know that you're going to sell them somewhere in the $30 range. I'm pretty sure each one sold like 33, 35, 36. Like every single one of them sold in the 30s. Look for the organic materials and really any organic material. If you see anything that says organic, it might be worth looking at because, you know, organic is typically a higher quality or a more expensive fabric. So of course those items, you know, with kids items, they love bamboo because it's a sustainable material. It's softer, it's eco-friendly. So another note to self, if you find anything bamboo and kids stuff, that usually does really well as well. So I'm going to run out the door here. I am so sorry if I sounded crabby in the beginning. You guys know I love ya. I am so appreciative of all the support. Ugh, gosh, I'm going to cry. So I got to go. I'm, you know, I I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm not ungrateful. That I still did over $200 for the weekend in sales, and I think that's fantastic. And you all know I have another side hustle, and honestly, my other side hustle did really well this weekend, like double, triple that for my weekend. So overall, if I did 400 there and I did 200 and something here for a weekend, that's like $600 in money. So I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go ship and do all the mom stuff, and I just love you guys so much. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.